Have you ever wondered why some people seem intended to success while others live in the same routine without leaving the place? The truth may hurt, but frees that it is no luck, no supernatural talent, it is habit. Yes, it is the small daily choices that, in the long run, build or destroy their reality. Most are so busy surviving that they don't even realize that they are wasting the chance to live in high performance. The good news? You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Successful people have left traces, and these tracks are habits. With consistency, focus, and a mentality of personal growth, anyone can follow this path, including you. But beware what we will explore. Here are not magic tricks. These are proven habits that require discipline, persistence, and commitment. It only works for those who are willing to act. If you are tired of promising that on Monday starts and finally want to get out of the procrastination cycle, this content is for you. At the end of this video, you will understand why so many people crash along the way and what differentiates those who dream. What's more, it will come out with a practical plan in the hands. Ready to take the next step? So you already enjoy, subscribe to the channel. Activate the bell and leave the like, because what you'll find out here can be the point of turning your life so much needs. Now, yes, take a deep breath and come with me. Look around. Everything you see, cell phones, buildings, apps, cars, was created by people like me and you, people with fear, with doubts, with limitations, but who decided to act. The difference is not in intelligence, but in the positive attitude, the courage to try. If you have discipline and focus, you may well build something great too. The successful mindset begins with the simple act of believing that it is possible. You don't have to accept life as it is. There is nothing recorded in stone. It is possible to change, influence, and transform your path with daily action and commitment. Success does not fall from heaven. It is built with strategy, resilience, and a winning mindset. The decision to leave the autopilot already changes everything. Only those who assume responsibility for the story itself can rewrite it. Most want success, but few are willing to pay the price. And I'm not just talking about money, but of sacrifice, patience, sleepless nights, renunciations. It is easy to admire who got there. It is difficult to face the way. This is why success is for few, not for lack of capacity, but for lack of persistence. Who wins is the one who understands that the results come in the long run. The big turn comes when you stop waiting for something to change and begin to be the agent of change. Life will test your self-confidence all the time, but each expired obstacle reinforces its personal growth. Those who have clarity of goals, work hard, and act with consistency builds a totally new reality. Best of all, this is not theory. It is practical, and it is within your reach. Do you know that idea of fast success without effort? He forgets. Hard work is the basis of everything that is really worth it. It is he who separates who speaks of who does. No matter how talented you are, without discipline, commitment, and daily action, nothing goes forward. Want to see a result? So work as if you've been observed all the time, because success is analyzing you. You need to appear to game every day, even when you have no one applauding you. Who build something great understand that resilience is essential. Life will bring you down, but it is up to you to get up with more claw. Motivation is great, but it comes and goes. Already hard work, when it becomes habit, keeps you firm, even in the most difficult phases. High performance is built in silence. A good example? Think of elite athletes. They train when no one sees it, sweat while the world sleeps. It is no different with those who want success in business, studies, or personal development. The difference is behind the scenes, where few have the courage to stay. When you understand this, you begin to see sacrifice as part of the process, not as a weight. Want a practical tip? Take an area of your life that you want to improve and commit to a daily goal. It can be to study 30 minutes, read 10 pages of a good book like The Power of Habit, or write ideas for your project. Small actions, made with consistency, create giant transformations. As they say, let your actions speak louder than your words. If you are seeking fast success, it has started wrong. Patience is one of the most underestimated and most powerful virtues when it comes to personal growth. Great achievements take time, and those who understand this save frustration. The truth is that a lot of people give up very close to the finish line, simply because there was no long-term vision, and then loses everything. Think of a farmer. He plants, watering, cares, but does not reap the next day. With success is the same. You need to do what needs to be done today, even if the fruits only appear months or years later. The problem is that the generation of everything is terrified of waiting. Only those who run too much without direction get tired before they arrive. Persistence without patience is just disguised anxiety. Want a real example? Look at any successful investor like Warren Buffett. He was not rich betting on luck, but believing in the strength of compound interest, which only work with time and consistency. The same fits your habits today are seeds. It will harvest up front, and yes, it will take time. But this is what makes the reward even more valuable. If you have a phrase that sums up this pillar, well, is giving up early is the biggest reason for failure. Therefore, practice patience as if it were a muscle. Start by adjusting your expectations. Take one step at a time. Celebrate progress, even if small, because those who have patience to build calmly build something that lasts. And then comes the next point, which requires even more courage. Have you ever wondered what you are willing to sacrifice to achieve your dreams? Success is not a free award. It requires sacrifice. The hardest thing is to understand that giving up momentary pleasures is the key to achieving something bigger in the future. Do you know that party, that weekend rest, or even that short-term fun that seems irresistible? The real winner understands that to achieve his goals, he needs to prioritize what really matters in the long run. And when I say sacrifice, I'm not talking about killing yourself or stopping. I am talking about conscious choices, discipline to say no to what removes you from your goals. Many fail because they are not clear where they want to go. And when you don't know where you're going, any way looks good. Sacrifice is the price of transformation. The worst is when you are midway, trying to balance everything and thinking you are being unfair to yourself. But the truth is that if you are not willing to give up what is good now, it will be left behind. Remember the famous phrase, if you do not sacrifice what you want becomes sacrifice. That is, without sacrifices, what you want in life will remain just a distant dream. So how to start? Set what you value the most. If your dream is to have financial freedom, for example, how about starting to invest your time now in learning about productivity and financial strategy? Set aside distractions that do not contribute to your goals, and gradually the reward will come. Today's sacrifice is the foundation of tomorrow's success. Consistency is a secret that few say, but everyone who succeeds knows that's what keeps you in the game, even when motivation disappears. No matter how many obstacles do you face, or how many times you fall, what really matters is to appear every day and keep doing what needs to be done. Success does not happen in large jumps, but in small steps taken over time. Many people get excited at first, are great strength, but soon discouraged when the results do not appear fast enough, and then give up. The key is to continue, even when there is no applause, when no one is seeing. The real high performance lies in the ability to move on, even without motivation. Consistency is the bridge between where you are and where you want to go. Think of a stone being hammered every day. At first, it seems that nothing is happening, but over time, that stone is wearing until one day it breaks down. Success works the same way. With every small action you take every day, you are approaching your goal, even if you don't realize immediately. Daily habits, repeated with discipline, build the way. Want a practical example? Think of the famous one daily improvement method. If you improve one every day at the end of the year, it will be 37 times better than when it started. And that doesn't happen overnight. It requires patience and, above all, consistency. So, what are you going to do today? Will you let discouragement stop you, or will show the world the power of daily action? Discipline is what separates the dreamers of the directors. Having a clear goal is great, but without discipline, everything is lost. The truth is that motivation is a flame that lights up and erases quickly, while discipline is a gasoline that keeps the fire lit. Even in difficult days, when you are not in the mood to act, it is the discipline that will push you to do what needs to be done. And that is exactly what generates lasting success. To be disciplined, you need to understand one thing: it's not about doing things only when you're inspired, but doing what you need to be done regardless of motivation. If you can maintain discipline, even when enthusiasm disappears, you will be on the right track. It's like an athlete who trains every day, regardless of time or mood. The discipline maintains constancy, and with it, progress. Often discipline requires sacrifices. It can be giving up immediate comfort in favor of something much bigger in the future. And that, my friends, is the price of transformation. Remember that discipline is not something you have, but something you do. The good news is that the more you practice, the easier it becomes. Start with small daily habits, and gradually you will start to see the difference in the long run. Want a practical tip? Create a routine. Establish times for your activities and commit to them. Daily action is the key. When you say no to procrastination and yes to discipline, the results will start to emerge so that you don't even imagine. And this is the moment when your personal development really takes off. Self-confidence is one of the most powerful keys to success. You can have the best plans, the most elaborate strategy, and the skills you need, but if you don't believe in yourself, nothing will happen. Self-confidence is the fuel that feeds your journey and keeps you moving, especially when the path is difficult. Without it, fear and doubts can take care, and then opportunities start to be beaten. Now, how to develop this confidence? The first step is to act. Do not expect to feel confident to start, because confidence comes with practice. Each action, each victory, even small, reinforces its belief in itself. Self-confidence is not born of emptiness. It is built with small daily achievements, which added great milestones of overcoming. It is the winning mindset that makes a difference. Another important point is positive self-criticism. It is not a matter of deceiving or ignoring your mistakes, but of learning from them and strengthening yourself. Instead of sabotaging, use each failure as a fuel to move on. Remember, who has self-confidence understands that failure is just a lesson on the way to success. Therefore, it is essential to cultivate a mentality of overcoming, where you believe that anything is possible if you are willing to fight for it. Want a practical example? Make a list of your qualities and achievements. Many times we are so focused on what we cannot do that we forget everything we have already achieved. Whenever doubts arise, remember these victories. This strengthens your self-confidence and puts you back in the game harder. Believe in yourself, because no one else will do it for you. The positive attitude is the basis of everything. No matter how talented you are or how hard you work, if you don't have a positive attitude, your results will be limited. Successful people know that the way they look at the world and face difficulties can be the difference between success and failure. The optimistic mindset allows you to see opportunities where others only see problems. When obstacles arise, it is your positive attitude that will make you see this as part of the growth process. Instead of despairing, you look at the situation and ask, what can I learn from it? Instead of spending energy complaining, you focus on overcoming the challenge. The attitude of those seeking success is that who knows that each fall is just a chance to raise harder. Best of all, a positive attitude is contagious. People with this kind of mindset attract others who think the same way. Focus on what is good, what is possible, what can be done. When you focus on the positive side of life, you begin to realize that doors open, opportunities arise, and even difficulties seem easier to deal with. Want a practical example? Start looking at your daily problems in a different way. Every time something does not come out as planned, ask yourself, how can I turn it into a learning opportunity? If you start training your mind to be more positive, you will see your motivation and overcoming ability to grow exponentially. The positive attitude is a choice, and when choosing this mindset, you open a range of new possibilities. The first step in achieving any goal is to focus on what really matters. It seems simple, but the reality is that many people get lost in tasks and distractions that do not contribute significantly to their success. The key here is to classify your tasks strategically: what is absolutely essential, what is important, and what can be set aside. The focus on the essential is what will determine your progress efficiently and continuously. The problem is that we often feel overwhelmed by the amount of things we need to do. And in the rush of everyday life, we ended up neglecting the actions that really move us toward our goals. Instead of running after everything, learn to choose your battles. The secret is to be selective with what deserves your attention and energy. Stop trying to embrace the world and instead focus on what will generate the biggest impact on your personal development. Another essential point is the elimination of distractions. Our digital age is full of them, and if you are not careful, you can spend hours on something that in the end adds no value to your journey. When you focus on what really matters, productivity becomes a natural consequence. This includes reducing social networks, having a more effective work routine, and especially learning to say no to distractions that have nothing to do with your dreams. So what is the next step? First, analyze what you're doing with your time. What is essential? What is moving you away from your goals? When you take control of your tasks and focus on what will really take you to the top, you will see your productivity and results exponentially improve. Focusing on the essentials is to ensure that you are on the right track every day closer to success. Have you ever wondered how many obstacles come in your life and how much your reaction to them could determine your future? Obstacles are not the end of the way. In fact, obstacles are mental constructions we create, and as challenging as they may seem, are just part of the process. Successful people do not see problems like barriers, but as trampolines for success. The real difference is in the mindset with which you deal with these challenges. When obstacles arise, it is natural to feel a thrust of discouragement, but that's where the winning mindset comes in. Instead of despairing, you should turn challenges into motivation. Ask yourself, what can I learn from it? Or, even better, how can it make me stronger? Each challenge is a disguised opportunity for difficulty. Face adversity as a test of your resilience, and the reward will be personal growth. The point is that when you focus on overcoming what is on your way, you ignore the momentary difficulties and maintain vision in your ultimate goal. Remember, it is not the obstacle that matters, but how you choose to face it. Anyone who has a positive mindset sees opportunity, where others only see problems. And with this mindset, obstacles become only steps to success. Ready to apply this? Each time an obstacle arises, see it as a chance to show your strength and determination. Use it to challenge yourself, to grow. Do not let the challenges define you. On the contrary, let them show their true power. Success is not about having no problems. It is about knowing how to overcome each one. With courage and strategy, we get to the point where everyone wants to go, but few are really willing to pay the price. Success requires a cost, and this cost is something that many people avoid. It's not easy, and it doesn't come for free. It requires effort, sacrifice, patience, and focus. There is no magic formula, but a simple formula that works for those who have the courage to follow it: constant work and determination. Success is not something that will fall from the sky. You need to commit to the journey. The great truth that many try to ignore is that no one will save you. It may be hard to hear, but it's the reality. It is your responsibility, and only yours, to create the life you want. Do not expect success to beat your door. Go after him. Everyone has the same 24 hours in the day, but what you do with this time is what defines your future. If you do not act, if you do not commit yourself, if you do not sacrifice yourself, then success will be just a distant dream. As much as the journey seems difficult, remember that the transformation is on the way. Every step, every little effort, every sacrifice you make is adding until one day you look back and realize that all that fight was worth it. Success is not about having an easy life, but about gaining what is worth it, even if it takes time. What really matters is daily action and commitment to your goals. So don't wait any longer. Start now. What you do today will define who you will be tomorrow. Let the world know you through your work. Do not seek recognition or applause. Do what needs to be done, and success will be a natural consequence. The responsibility is yours, and the first step begins now. Are you ready to do your best? Now that you have the tools and knowledge to achieve success, the question is, what are you going to do with all this? Success does not come from night, but on a continuous journey, full of hard work, sacrifices, and a lot of determination. Remember, it's not what you do from time to time, but what you do every day consistently. That really makes a difference. Are you ready to put these lessons into practice? To develop the successful mindset, face obstacles with resilience, and have the necessary focus to achieve your goals? So the moment is now. Transform your habits, and your results will follow. But don't stop here. Subscribe to our channel, enable notifications, and deepen further into this path to high performance. With each video, we will help you overcome boundaries and achieve your dreams. Are you ready to take the next step on your journey? Start today and let the world know you through your work.